and the ability to stop most of them, as we alluded to, won't stop Maokai.
Yeah. Black Shield and
Black Shield
is a big deal. So
That's true.
if there's a team that can pull it off, it's probably Millenium. I said the same thing about Hans, but he's the linchpin of this this composition.
Pressure out at that level, that level disparity between the two.
Yep, there's Masterwork, landing bindings. Hans, though, the big punish from Tarik. But actually doesn't get a lot of autos off. He takes a lot of free damage from Hans because he didn't manage to get the last autos off. That was a very predictable one though, and Masterwork will punish him. Hans has to jump out of the way, and there's the heal as well. Tarik doesn't get it, but Masterwork with the wards and the first blood over to the Morgana. Now rhuckz does not get CC'd up, does not land the binding, but that 2v2 kill onto Tarik, wow, which you're putting a lot of your eggs into, is really, really, really nice. And Tarik is getting locked up here, has to flash away, but rhuckz is on the receiving end of the line. Doesn't get the damage off as rhuckz has to flash away. Up into the boss side now, and speaking of Maokai, maybe caught out by Djoko, will get the damage against the wall. And Kaze jumps over the wall as well, pops the ultimate after Beansu flashes, so missed time there, just a little.
The stun didn't connect there, did it?
No.
I was looking at my screen
Too late
for a second, but... Oh, condemn into the wall.
Might be enough damage on rhuckz, he'll be chasing after, but now trading into Tarik as well. The damage in return is a lot, but Hans with the heal. Tarik may have just gotten baited, and there's the kill once again. Now the teleport comes out, and Beansu is just simply not in range. He already used a flash in that prior engagement, so he's not going to get the kill.
Into top, his extended trades is going to further the favor further a battle.
Here comes Kaze, great monsoon. Really nice timing on that. Will knock away Kaze as he jumps in with his E. So, speaking of Maokai being one of the more interesting tank matchups, he has a lot of potential to actually kill his opponent in lane. Like, is that maybe throwing off the summoner spell timings for Tarik? Oh, the flash! And he lands it onto rhuckz, knocks him against the wall, should be able to get the condemn, even goes for the positioning, has been exhausted, but with the follow-up CC from Masterwork, he still also goes down. And Tarik is now back at his turret, having to see his support die.
Oh, here comes Dan though. Hans now has no flash, heal is up. Masterwork is the one that could be caught out, but nothing comes of Dan roaming top here.
Now pretty edging ahead.
Poppy's here as
Djoko
well.
is looking for this. The damage against the wall of end of the line and the ultimate. He will flash away from it, but Kaze being there will pick up that kill onto Sebekx, and Dan does not land the cocoon. He'll be backing away.
My lane, I'm going to another lane.
Mid lane now being sieged in by Djoko and Pretty. They should be able to get this, but that minion is low. There's the ultimate as well. He tries to burst him down, and with Dan coming in from the side, maybe they can get something to happen. Perfect cleanse coming in from Pretty, and they disengage.
Oh,
Djoko with the BM!
Whoa!
This is one thing I've missed from Djoko. Oh, Kaze and Beansu going at it, but now at this point when they've built so many items, they both have their first big items, so they're not really going to kill each other.
A lot of that coming out from the Millennium guys last week. But
I specifically remember a moment.
Masterwork going with the ult
on for a second as Tarik will get the stun, and Hans has been exhausted. The monsoon to push them both away. They also split up the fight. Kaze coming in should be able to get him against the wall and do a bit of damage. But Kaze is doing so much actually. Hans are now able to close back in. Dan coming into this fight should be able to finish off Masterwork. Gets that kill. Kaze now backs off to his AD carry, and Pretty coming up just to assist, just in case, as Sebekx was moving in from the mid lane.
You know, a little bit from
How
Grace.
did that land?
What?
And now Tarik is just probably gonna die. Masterwork does not connect the second half of his ultimate. Mid lane though, Djoko in this 1-on-1 against Dan does not get finished off. It was actually a 1v2 as Sebekx was coming in with the damage, and bot lane will carry on trading. I don't understand how Masterwork.
They gotta be careful. Both summoners are up for
and
Millennium.
Jumping after Tarik will get knocked up here, and there's the flash and the slam against the wall, but the heal, or rather the shield, is there from rhuckz.
Well, that was a weird one from Hans. I mean, he knew there was no real way of killing there. Like that one was the first time I've seen Hans go aggressive like that without actually seemingly thinking about it. I think he thought he was too far ahead, or further ahead than he actually was. The window's gone. Bottom lane, the window might be about to shut on Tarik and rhuckz.
Well, Hans goes right through the Howling Gale, and now he'll turn on rhuckz as well. The flash falls, the binding from Masterwork, and again the 2v2 trade, and this time they come up with 2 kills.
Like, the rest of Millennium are just like, okay, you guys get this game. Like, just you carry this one, we'll do the next one, because Well, the rest of the map isn't doing anything inherently wrong for Millenium either. They're just playing their role. Djoko's caught, though.
And Beansu's there as well with the lockdown. He'll pop the ultimate to try and get away a little bit, and it's fairly tanky, especially pretty there, but it's not enough. Now Kaze will come into the fight. Dan will come away here, and Kaze will pop his ultimate, finish him off with the auto attack as he comes out of the stasis. Masterwork in from the side.
From a situation where you need to clear mid with Viktor to you have to respect Millenium's ability to just push around this Vayne. And that's what they're trying to do here, but the numbers just aren't here for Mouse yet.
Dan jumps right into the enemy team, and Handsama wants him dead, but more likely Sebekx will be falling here. Does not manage to get through there, doesn't have the black shield. Now he does all that shielding on Handsama. He's going to become a serious issue when we get these grouped up fights. Oh, Handsama here for this one-on-one. I don't feel like Maokai's going to get the better of Vayne in this situation, but he's going to put down a little bit of damage. He'll flash away from something, but now he'll follow after Dan. Gets a cocoon up. Can anyone actually save Handsama here? Well, he'll save himself by killing Elise instead. There's double kill. Pretty chasing after Tarik. Dodges out the glitter lance. Very nice.
He can just straight up take out Tarik.
Really ridiculous. Djoko will lead the charge, and Kaze will come in soon after. The ultimate comes up, Tarik comes back down, the binding lands onto rhuckz, body blocking that for his AD carry. Sebekx may be a little too far forwards, but there's nothing to lock him down. There's the ultimate, but it's Djoko. He has the Hex Drinker, which will be popped right there.
Pretty's on the inhib tower. It's nearly dead.
Yeah, like, he's going to have to deal with this 1v2.
He has to back away, but that inhib tower is nearly dead. It's like under a quarter of the health.
No, maybe it's because they've been so far ahead in all of their games, but well, Dan has been caught out here. Masterwork pops his ultimate. He'll get the CC regardless as Repel comes up. And in the bot lane, Beansu, Handsama actually going to knock him into the bush, so he has to wait a little bit longer before killing the tree. Now in the top lane, collateral damage picks up Dan as well. The flash over the wall, Tarik, leave me alone.
I mean, what do you do in this game if you're Mouse? Like,
toying with his feet.
Honestly, this is like one of those solo queue games where you're like, oh god, we've got a Vayne on our team. It's gonna feed. Then Vayne goes like 5-0 in laning phase, and you're like, well, you just won me the game. Thanks for the carry. Because Millenium have not had to make any real decisions in this game.
Really aggressive and kill everyone. Like Anivia, he was being so aggressive early into the game and not just clear waves. Likewise on Lulu, could be an effect of just them being so far ahead, but really another great performance from him.
Yeah, it has been. I mean, I'm looking for things to take away from Mouse that are positives.
This could be a good trade. The Masterwork lands ultimate onto 2. Dan has to back away. Djoko is just kind of not taking damage right now.
Off. He's actually just teeing off right now on Dan. Like, Dan has to repel.
And Djoko carries on trading with Beansu. He's fairly low on mana. He may get taken out. There's a cocoon. He'll flash and get this kill. There's the shutdown in from Beansu. That was an incredibly long trade. And meanwhile, while all that was happening, they were just losing their base, if not longer.
Like, realistically, Millenium have had this game won for 10 minutes. So.
This is a best of 2. Maybe they can pull away with a win and then 1 point for each team. But Pretty's going to get damaged here, but he doesn't even pop his ultimate.
It doesn't even shield.
Summoners.
He didn't even shield.
That's how little damage that Sebekx has compared to this team of Millenium being so far ahead. Now the Baron's being taken. Honestly, Millenium could probably lose this Baron and still win in a push. And goodbye jungler.
Goodbye. So, kill my wall. I'm just gonna like get this.
If you got the
spider out of here.
Djoko just not taking damage.
Dan, however, does. This is like damage from mostly Masterwork's Tormented Soil.
Really not much to comment on here. Like, they're just all dying.
They're already dead.
Yeah, like Djoko. Oh, Beansu uses a Twisted Advance on the target that already has Black Shield. And now Handsama will just clean up. There's the first kill, looking for his second. But he's knocked into the tower by Beansu, so he'll pick up the kill. Sebekx just taps him for the kill. All of that damage was basically from the Nexus turret, and now Millenium will probably close this one in.
Yeah,
the last inhib's going to go down.
Two waves of super minions, now Baron up minions as well, with no real ability to wave clear outside of Viktor. Means this game is going to be done mostly by the minions. Millenium will look to push it in through as well.
Beansu is just going to hang around. He's trying to delay the game, and Millenium is the type of team who will kill you before finishing off the game. So that is what they're doing here.
Play for KDA.
If Djoko has a chance to start recalling, I believe he will, but the Nexus should be falling here very soon. It is literally just Millenium playing with the food at this point. And there's a nice flashy ultimate at the end. Millenium 1-0 so far.